Close your eyes, take a step back, dry your tears, no need for fear, take it in, no one seems to understand, but don't look back, 'cause there's so much ahead of you that can't be seen 'cause of all the hurt right now. Memories that are lost in time, but strength will reveal itself somehow. Looking back, there were so many countless things that made up the 4 years that we shared, and we never thought this is how we would, and thought we had more time to spare. Memories, oh, memories. You can't take control, can't fight the fire. We feel so helpless, can't see the end of this, but all you need is a helping hand. You gotta see it through, it's inside of you. Think of all the time that we had and the laughs that we shared, so many smiles that make us all less scared, and the fact that you're only a call away makes my world a bit better at the end of the day. With our arms wide open and our hearts on the sleeve, we never knew how hard it would be to leave, and I know that it hurts and that is alright, but now our future is for us to write. Memories, oh, memories, memories, oh, memories, memories.
Good evening, families and guests. You are here this evening to celebrate the class of 2020. As the president of the class of 2020, it is my honor to welcome you to this special night. While things have not necessarily ended the way we all hoped it would, we are happy that you are able to join us remotely to celebrate this special night in our young lives. Parents, guardians, family, and friends, thanks for your support over the years, and we know that we stand here tonight because of you. We hope that you enjoy this ceremony, and again, on behalf of the class of 2020, thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure during these trying circumstances to be the host of this evening's commencement ceremony. Despite COVID-19 and all that it has caused, it is truly a night of celebration. This evening's ceremony, although remote, is a result of hard work and achievement on a number of different levels. You will hear about those accomplishments and what this class has done later on in our program. The faculty, staff, and administration here at Hatboro-Horsham High School are proud to have been a part of their journey. I'd like to thank the members of our wonderful school board of directors, both old and new, for their commitment to Hatboro-Horsham High School. I also would like to thank the district administrative leadership team of Dr. Griffin, Dr. Taylor, and Dr. King. To our teachers and guidance counselors watching from home, please know that you played a major role in the lives of these students to this point. Also, thank you to class advisors, Ms. Baker and Ms. Pasco, who grew up with this class over the last 4 years. Special thanks to Ms. Whalen, who's been the house principal for this class for the last 2 years as well. Thank you to my administrative team, Mr. Zuck, Mr. Rapino, and Mr. James. And finally, a sincere thank you to staff members who helped organize this event behind the scenes. Ms. Weiss, Ms. Romali, Ms. Heil, Ms. Lickner, and Ms. Andrelevich, and the high school custodial staff. Most don't understand the work that goes into tonight's event, especially during quarantine. So thank you. Tonight is commencement for our graduates, and that term also means new beginnings, or to start. We have two individuals who have dedicated tremendous commitment to Hatboro-Horsham School District and will be retiring this year, and will have fresh starts and new beginnings. Ms. Sue McGorry, Spanish teacher at the high school since 2002, and 18 years of service to the students here at HH. Ms. McGorry, you will be missed as a teacher leader and as a colleague. May your retirement provide as much satisfaction as your teaching career. And finally, our superintendent, Dr. Curtis Griffin. After 40-plus years in education and close to 20 here at Hatboro-Horsham School District, as a former assistant superintendent and now superintendent, Dr. Griffin, thank you for your administrative guidance, mentorship, unwavering dedication to students, and more importantly for me, for your friendship. You will be missed, and good luck in your retirement. Parents, guardians, family, and friends, thank you for joining us this evening. And now I'd like to ask that you turn your attention to the senior members of our choir under the leadership of Mr. John Timmons as they perform their rendition of Ben Platt's Older. Thank you so much, and thanks for joining us this evening.
I was walking down 57th Street towards Park with the same old song in my same old heart, making plans I'm gonna do when I get older. Past a gray-haired man and I saw his eyes. It's like he knew my thoughts and he read my mind, saying life's gonna find you when it's supposed to.
Found my feet stopped short and I turned my head, tried to lean into every word he said. Then he said, when you are younger, you wish you're older. Then when you're older, you wish for time to turn around. Don't let your wonder turn into closure. When you get older, when you get older, oh, 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 till my tomorrow comes, is the waiting all I've ever done? And will I get to know myself in the place I am, get to fall in love with another man and understand? When you are younger, you wish you're older. Then when you're older, you wish for time to turn around. Don't let your wonder turn into closure. When you get older, when you get older, oh, 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 oh.
Now we will hear from two of the top academically ranked students in the class. You'll hear from both our valedictorian and salutatorian, which represent the top two students in the class of 2020. Our valedictorian and salutatorian remarks were recorded in a location other than our stadium. First is our salutatorian, with a cumulative weighted grade point average of 6.597, while maintaining a course load of 11 honors level courses, 3 accelerated level courses, and 8 advanced placement courses. After HH, our salutatorian will attend United States Naval Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, salutatorian for the class of 2020, Ram Krishnamurthy.
I guess in speeches like these, thank yous are commonplace. I want to take the time to thank my parents first. You would think strict Indian parents, salutatorian, makes sense. The formula go school, do math, win valedictorian has become a bit of a stereotype among our culture. Well, that's what you might think. My parents were never strict, they never interfered, and they raised me on principles of morals and respect, but never tried to control my future. I never would have been able to find myself or my passions if they did not give me the opportunity to be independent and find out what I want. There were about 3 or 4 times that I wanted to give up on the Navy application. Either I had failed my medical again or the physical test was breaking me, but for some stupid reason, I didn't ask them for help. But even though I have accomplished everything I have ever wanted as I speak to you today, I cannot say I did it alone. When I got to eat dinner and talk to some of the greatest sources of inspiration every night. My dad came from nothing and my mom dealt with incomprehensible tragedy at a young age, and both are happy and successful role models to me. So how could I give up when I had these tremendous sources of inspiration? Also, Health Department, thank you for making it abundantly clear how hard it is to bring us into this world. So thank you, to the mom specifically. Of course, I want to thank all the teachers and faculty that have helped us along the way. You've made Hatboro-Horsham not just a school, but a home. And finally, you 2020, here we are, looking at a computer, but still graduating together as one. Congrats to all of you. I know this award is a symbol of those who excelled the most in the classroom, but the most important things I learned in high school was not from the teachers, but from all of you. I learned resilience watching those of you who struggle continue to fight through every single day, despite extenuating circumstances that I would have never been able to deal with. I gained a deeper understanding of cultural values from our diverse community and how that can affect a person or even change them. Also, due to the hard work of many of you, I can officially use the word John in a sentence. In all seriousness, this class has taught me how to act, what to do, and what not to do. And I think that's what's so special about us 2020. We're not a perfectly integrated group. We do have our friend groups, but when push comes to shove, we are a singular body of students who have each other's backs. During Red and Black, hallway, and even this quarantine, we have shown that our bonds extend beyond the confines of school grounds. And this virus sucked. It ruined what could have been an amazing senior year to many of you, but don't dwell on what we missed, but rather all the moments we shared. I don't know if you've all seen this movie, but Into the Spider-Verse has a scene where the main character is sitting on the top of a building, alone. He's apprehensive and worried about taking the leap into the unknown. I've been at that place before. And as someone who's taken the leap towards their dream without a safety net, I can tell you it is the best decision I've ever made. Now I understand the leap of faith is an overabundant cliche and Hilker is probably cringing right now, but there's something special about overcoming fear and trusting the most reliable source of inspiration and guidance, you. Ignore outside opinions and make a decision that will make you happy. If a skinny, insecure Indian kid who is terrified of most things can make the leap, I promise each and every single one of you can. Do not shy away from risks. Make sure your best interests are at heart, of course, but safety and comfort is just mundane. It isn't memorable. In class of 2020, I know each and every single one of you have potential to be memorable. So jump. Success lies on the other side. The most common thing that prevents people from making this leap is fear, which I guess I've made the primary topic of my speech. We all have anxieties, we all have fears, and we all worry about how our lives can turn out. Fear sucks. Fear prevents people from following their dreams, their passions. However, on the other side of fear, to those strong enough to conquer it, lies the sole reward of greatness. Life is hard. If it wasn't, everyone would be successful. But 2020, we can be different. Embrace the suck on the path to success, as there is no greatness without hardship. So please, as we all go our separate ways and become independent in this world, don't restrict yourself to standards, stereotypes, or conformity. Follow your own heart, and don't let anything get in the way. I wish you nothing but the best with your futures, and peace out 2020.
Now, I'd like to introduce our valedictorian. The #1 ranked student in the class of 2020 carries a cumulative weighted grade point average of 6.699, while maintaining a course load of 7 honors courses, 3 accelerated courses, and 10 advanced placement courses. After HH, our valedictorian will be attending Cornell University. Ladies and gentlemen, the valedictorian for the class of 2020, Kelly Vaisman.
Hi guys, so first I'd like to start off my speech with an apology, as I was told the average speech is only about 3 minutes, and what can I say? I'm just above average. Now, for those of you concerned that I'm cocky or just think I've embarrassed myself, I'm only kidding, just not about the fact that for those of you listening, if there are any of you listening, are in for a long ride. So now that that's out of the way, I'd like to kick this off with a huge thank you, as I would not be standing here if it weren't for a lot of people. Standing metaphorically, of course, as I can be in my own backyard anytime. First, thank you to the faculty and staff at HH for dealing with us these past few years, as I know is far from easy. And thank you for giving us some sort of graduation ceremony, though it wasn't necessarily the one we were expecting. Thank you to all the parents and guardians for pushing us to go to school most days and dragging us on others. And a specific thank you to my parents for the late night study sessions, the patient listening to my constant complaints, and the altogether support. I would not be here without you both. And finally, thank you to the class of 2020, as I would not have wanted to go through 4 years of high school with anybody else. So when I was told to make this speech, I didn't really know what to talk about, as you would expect. A few weeks later, when I actually sat down to write this speech, I still didn't know what to say, and talking about Corona, as everyone suggested I do, didn't really seem fitting. So I took a trip back down memory lane to my very prestigious 5th grade graduation speech, in which I talked about how time flies. And now, like any good student would, I'm going to copy from my former self and use that same idea for my speech today. However, I'm going to try to talk about it in a slightly different way, as I feel like we all know how time flies. I think I speak for my classmates when I say we all know how it feels like just yesterday we were starting high school for the first time, or even kindergarten. I mean, that line has been way overplayed. I also think I speak for my classmates when I say we've heard our parents tell us or others how it feels like just yesterday we were, and then probably something really embarrassing after that that we did not want to be shared. But I feel like we only really recognize how much time flies at moments like these, when we're given the chance to reflect. When I first started high school, and this is actually a true story, a senior told me that I should make the most out of high school because it flies by and I'm going to miss it once it's over. Now, I actually laughed at this for 2 reasons. The first was, even though I know how quickly time can go by, sitting in class still feels like years. And I can say that the clocks at school genuinely move slower for a fact, as I've spent way too much time staring at those clocks. The second reason I laughed was the fact that she said I'd miss school. I mean, what was there to miss? The stress, the tests, the sleepless nights, the homework, the tears. I mean, I hated school. Yeah, I also thought I hated cheer. For those of you who know me, I do, in fact, cheer. Those of you who know me better, however, know I complained about how much I hated cheer at least once a day, and those were on good days. People would always ask me why I did cheer if I hated it so much, and I never could really answer that question. I was always kind of just that I'd done it for so long, so it'd be weird not to. Then senior year came around and it was almost time for the banquet. And a friend of mine made a slideshow for me of all my cheer pictures over the years. And as I watched it, I actually cried, because even though most of the pictures were me just posing for the camera, so many more were candids of me smiling, laughing, or simply goofing off with my friends. And it hit me in that moment that I was happy in cheer. I was just so focused on all the times I was angry or upset. I mean, I can tell you every single time I cried in cheer, in great detail. Yet those were only a few moments. I genuinely laughed at least once in practice. Yet I couldn't tell you why. I was just so focused on all the bad times that I didn't really realize how good it was as a whole. The same goes for school. I mean, you will never, ever hear me say that I missed the tests or the homework or anything of that nature. Yet I am going to miss all the little moments I shared with all of you. All my friends are here at HH, and spending class time or hats with them could always make me smile. There are also a lot of class clowns in this grade too that could always crack a joke in class and make me laugh. I also bonded with a lot of the teachers here, given it was kind of over my complaints about the books we were reading in class, my other classes, or pretty much anything else. Yet it was moments like these that made high school something to be missed. So my advice to all of you moving forward is to listen to that advice the senior gave to me, because I didn't choose to follow it when I should have. I missed so many great memories by just staring at those darn clocks, waiting for it to be over. And now all I'm left with is regret of all the things I didn't do. And I've been blaming all the moments I've been robbed of on this pandemic, when really it was me robbing myself of those moments all along. So I encourage you guys to make the most out of life, because it does fly by, and you are going to miss even the things you thought you hated once they're over. Thank you for listening, and I hope you all are clapping at home because I can't see you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here now to provide you with the characteristics of the class of 2020. We all know that this is a special class, and my job right now is to provide some data that shows just how special they really are. First, I wanted to make clear that this class has navigated waters and dealt with outcomes that people before them have not. Over the months, many politicians and others attempted to downplay the seriousness of this pandemic and the phenomenon by commenting that in the 40s, 60s, and 70s, students didn't finish their senior year because they were drafted to serve our country during war. That's absolutely correct, and there couldn't be a more noble thing. However, while those students, mostly if not all men, were drafted, others continued their education and all that the senior year had to offer. This pandemic stripped all students across the country of those experiences. So to classify these two scenarios as the same, I think is inappropriate. Tonight we celebrate a class full of amazing students who have had amazing accomplishments. This class boasts an average grade point average of 3.0 and an average SAT score of 1130. This class will send 89% of its students to some form of post-secondary education in the fall, while 10% will join the local workforce. Most importantly, this class contains 6 graduates who have planned to serve this great country through their service in our armed forces. I ask that you please join me in recognizing and congratulating Michael Arcaro, United States Navy; William Schur, United States Navy; Justin Bupp, United States Marines; Josh Urbany, Air Force ROTC through St. Joe's University; Ram Krishnamurthy, United States Naval Academy; and Anthony A.J. Tamburino, United States Naval Academy. Let me be the first to officially thank you for your service and your dedication to serve this country in ways that many of us could not or would not. I wish you all luck as you protect and serve. The class of 2020 boasts impressive athletic prowess with 8 Division I athletes, 11 Division II athletes, and 15 athletes who will compete at the Division III level. Proof that you can compete at the highest levels and still put education first. This is the highest number of NCAA student athletes we have had at HH, with 34 competing at the next level. Congratulations on your accomplishments and your ability to play the sport you love at the next level. Sometimes when you walk down the halls, it may have appeared like you had double vision. This class boasted 10 sets of twins: Bigley, Boggs, Cruz, Hurt, Nobel, Pulisic, Thompson, Ventrini, and Wesolowski families. Thanks for adding more than one to this special graduating class. The class includes 38 students who attended the Eastern Center for Arts and Technology to expand their profile and prepare for either college or certification in the critical industry or the world of work. Those 38 students leave both Eastern and HH with skills to be successful and to have an immediate impact in our local community and beyond. These senior members of the marching unit were the Pennsylvania state champions and were honored at the state capitol. They were invited to represent the state of Pennsylvania in Washington, D.C. at the Memorial Day Parade for the first time in history. In their 4 years with the marching unit, they received 1 silver and 3 bronze medals, competing in regional championships. The indoor drum line qualified for national championships in Dayton, Ohio, all 4 years. And they were semifinalists every year that they participated. The indoor color guard qualified for national championships in Dayton, Ohio for the first time. The senior members of our Hatters Robotics Team 708 have received 3 Chairman's Awards, 2 Engineering Inspiration Awards, 3 Technical Awards, 1 tournament win, 2 qualifications for World Championships, a World Championship finalist, and the prestigious invite to the Indiana Robotics Invitational. We are the home of widely recognized television and short film producers and directors who have won student awards. And if you're watching this event live on your computer or television right now through HHTV, you have some amazing people to thank, especially in these trying times. Without the support and dedication of Mr. Anderson and Ms. Trevel, we wouldn't be celebrating this important day this way. So thank you. This class contains 37 students who are receiving the Scholars Diploma this evening, a specialized diploma designated to recognize students who have succeeded academically beyond the traditional standards. Those students are designated by the white stoles adorning their robes. Last Thursday evening, the high school and local community recognized members of this senior class at awards night, during which students received over $70,000 in financial assistance and scholarships. This is an amazing accomplishment, and it's not the norm in many high schools, especially ones our size. Finally, students in the class of 2020 that are pursuing post-secondary education will do so having secured renewable scholarships and one-time merit awards totaling $5.4 million. Dr. Griffin, it is my pleasure to present to you your last graduating class here at Hatboro-Horsham High School, the class of 2020.
Good evening. Welcome parents, grandparents, family members, friends, faculty, and staff to the Hatboro-Horsham School District Commencement Program for the class of 2020. When we began this school year, no one could have imagined a black swan event such as this worldwide pandemic that has forced all of us to stay in our homes for weeks, close our communities, require us to wear a mask when we go out in public, engage in social distancing, shut down our economy, cause the layoffs of millions of workers, infect more than 1 million people, and cause the death of more than 100,000 individuals in our country, and give a new meaning to who are essential workers. The pandemic has forced us to close our school buildings, end in-person instruction, move teaching and learning online, cancel our spring musical, concerts, athletics, prom, end-of-year celebrations, and the opportunity to close your senior year with friends and cancel our traditional commencement program. As a result of the COVID-19, this school year did not finish as we have dreamed. Though this year did not end, your dreams have not ended. The COVID-19 virus has not diminished your accomplishment and your successes you have earned and achieved over the past 13 years. I am astonished at the successes and accomplishments of this class. You have demonstrated incredible successes and accomplishments both in the classroom and outside of the classroom. And again, most important, COVID-19 has not diminished your dreams for your future. The COVID-19 pandemic has forced us to hit the reset button. With resets, there will be impacts and changes that will continue to unfold and impact our lives. As with all tragic events in human history, this will end, we will move forward. As a result of the COVID-19 pandemic and the impact on your life. I believe you and your generation will be smarter and wiser. You and your generation will become the foundation for the future of our country and the world. Sadly, we are not all here together in Steinle Stadium this evening. We miss you. I miss you and your family and our faculty and our staff. However, even though we are not physically together for this celebration, graduation is a time of celebration no matter your location. Your high school graduation is a milestone, a major milestone in your parents and your life. Tonight is a celebration of a great journey that began 13 years ago with your first day of kindergarten. I was there. I was there when on that first day, a little 5-year-old entered the unknown of your elementary school, meeting new children, new adults with smiles and excitement. Your journey was a long and requiring hard work, dedication, commitment, and determination. Your journey was filled with successes, challenges, and setbacks. You have learned so many lessons along the way. As you sit in your living rooms, kitchens, patios, and decks around our community this evening, I ask you take a moment to reflect on your journey. Recall the people that guided you, provided direction, offered support, and gave you encouragement and a push when needed. These are the people that helped you arrive at this milestone in your life today. From a 5-year-old entering kindergarten to 17, 18, and 19-year-olds prepared to enter the next phase of your life. During the days ahead, I encourage you to send an email, a text, or write a personal note of thanks to the individuals that have helped you along your journey. I want to recognize a few of these individuals for their efforts. Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, or the guardian or whoever the person was that raised you and was there for you on a daily basis. As a parent, I know there have been struggles, tears, and smiles. There have been many last-minute trips for supplies for projects, cleaning out backpacks, cleaning out lunch boxes, signing tests, checking homework, reading papers, memorizing math facts, sight words, and helping your child study for tests, driving to and from practices and games, school and community activities, participation in fundraisers, attending parent conferences, and the many times you were late for work because you needed to bring something to school that was forgotten. I know your efforts were heroic. I thank you for all that you have done to help us educate your child. To our teachers, our school board, our administrators, school secretaries, coaches, paraprofessionals, custodians, cafeteria staff, and bus drivers. Your efforts have contributed significantly to the success of this class. Without your efforts, without your work, without your commitment, without your dedication, these students would not be here today. Thank you for all that you have done. Graduates, this evening is a celebration of a milestone and the beginning of the next journey. As you begin this next journey, take with you what you have learned at Hatboro-Horsham as the foundation for your success in all your endeavors. Your new journey will be challenging and rewarding. When you face the new challenges in your life, remember, you are strong, you are capable, you will succeed. As a superintendent of schools, I am so proud of you and all your achievements. As you begin the next phase of your life, I wish you much success. Be strong, be Hatter strong. Members of the Hatboro-Horsham Board of School Directors, as a superintendent of schools, I certify the students of the graduating class of 2020 have met all the requirements of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Hatboro-Horsham School District and are eligible to receive their high school diploma. As I close, I would like to introduce Tara Connor-Halston, a member of the Hatboro-Horsham School District Board of School Directors, for a few comments. Tara, thank you all and good evening.
Hello, it is an honor to speak to the 2020 graduating class today. I would like to thank our administrators, our educators, our support staff, the parents, coaches, and everyone who stepped up to help, guide, and support our students. Your willingness to go outside the norms, especially now, and demonstrate readiness in our ever-changing world is a testament to your devotion to our kids. To the class of 2020, get excited. You did it. Well, the commencement ceremony is not like any of us imagined. Your ceremony was unique, but like all of you are unique. You in this graduation will be remembered. You were born in uncertain times following 9/11. You grew up through the Great Recession, and now you're graduating during a pandemic. It seems as though you were destined to make the history books, and I'm sure you're going to make history. You are the digital age, and you naturally adapt to technology. Things like YouTube, Bluetooth, the iPad, Lyft, even the Amazon Echo were all created during your lifetime. The world was a very different place before this graduation class existed. I look forward to what this world will look like when you all get out there adulting. So embrace your failures, celebrate your successes, make memories, and never stop learning. Thank you and good luck. And now I would like to present the first diploma to Kylie Caputo, the senior class president.
Brandy Alexandra Calope. Kyle John Aquaviva. William Alexander Adamson. Oreo Luadami Daniel Adesanya. Shreya Agarwal. Sonia Genevieve Ahmad. Jennifer Lynn Allison. Alyssa Marie Anders. Brooke Olivia Anderson. Haley Ann Anderson.
Alex Ryan Angelopoulos. Kara Hope Appleby. Michael Albert Arcaro. Brianna Ray Barone. Delaney Lynn Barone. Thomas James Barty.
Congratulations, Thomas.
Logan Isabel Bass. Jet Trinidad Bautista Ramos. Sean Michael Beal. Trinity Abby Marie Beatty.
Gianna Jolie Elfati.
Congratulations. Great job. Great job. Go down the center. Great job.
Alyssa Lauren Bell.
Alyssa, congratulations, kid. Well done. Great job. Right down the center. Good job.
Jared Michael Bell.
All right, Jared. Congratulations, buddy. Well done. Great job. Go right down the center, okay? Great job.
Juliana Zhao Bell.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Juliana. Congratulations. Congratulations. You get the diploma. Go right down the center.
Alexandra Lynn Bender.
All right, Alex. Congratulations, kid. There you go, Alex. Great job, Alex. Well done. Outstanding job. Great job.
Jasmine Berry. Andrew James Best.
Great job, buddy. Congratulations, man.
Nice job, well done.
Anna Marie Beatron.
No pressure. You're doing a great job.
All right, Anna.
All right.
Congratulations. Job well done. Well done. You go right down that center lane, okay?
Great job, family.
Joseph Charles Keeney.
Congratulations, buddy.
Great job.
Good job. Go right down the center, okay? Good job, Jake.
Family.
Alexis Marie Biggins.
Good job, Lex. Great job, kiddo. Go right down the center, okay? Great job. Great job.
Lily Elizabeth Bigley.
All right. Congratulations, Will. Great job. Great job. Great job. You go right down the center, okay? Congratulations.
Mia Marie Bigley.
Well done.
Jonathan Scott Bird.
All right, Jonathan. Good job. Congratulations. Great job. Great job.
Daniel Barr Blank. James Francis Boggs. John Patrick Boggs.
All right, Johnny. Congratulations. We're glad you were the easier one.
Ryan Joseph Bollendorf. Kayla Alexandra Brace. Cole Jackson Brennan. Selwyn Michael Brown.
Congratulations, Mike.
Anthony James Bruno.
Congratulations, Anthony. Well done, buddy. Congratulations. Good job. Go right down the center. Congratulations.
Vincent Patrick Ogafori. Justin Michael Bubb. Samantha Lee Burkert.
They really are.
All right, congratulations, Sammy. Congratulations, kid. Right down the center high, okay? Congratulations. Job well done.
Kayla Isabel Caddick. Kaylin Maria Cadigan. Matthew Robert Cairns.
All right, congratulations, buddy. Well done, man. Go right down the center, okay? Congratulations, Matt.
Jonathan James Campbell. Audrey Elizabeth Carell. Savannah May Casanova.
Morgan Mary Cashman. And Johnny Cerisier. Gino Anthony Sermonero. Nicholas Joe Sermonero. Patrick Connor Chapman. Mosin Ahmad Chaudhry. Erin Elizabeth Scheifetz. Nathaniel Cho. Brandon Lee Chong. Elise Anna Cho.
Katrina Marie Sisler.
All right. Great job, Casey.
Luke Joseph Sisler. Connor Thomas Clark. David Thomas Clegg. Piper Bree Clarahan. Jordan Zachary Colazzo. Jacob Antolin Cook. Mako Antonio Cordero. Anayeli Anahi Cordon Figueroa.
Congratulations, kid. Great job. Great job. Congratulations. Great job. Great job. Great job.
Natalie Hope Cotty.
Erin Lynn Cowley. Kyle Thomas Crane.
All right. Congratulations, Kyle. Congratulations, buddy. Thank you. You're welcome.
Savannah Rose Cruz. Sierra Rose Cruz. Emily Hannah Damp.
Congratulations, family.
Grace Elizabeth Daniels. Sarah Elizabeth Danowitz. Logan Peter Davies.
And pause for a family picture real quick. Let him take a picture.
Nathan Zachary Davis.
All right, Nate. Nate.
Congratulations. All right. Come to the end. We'll
Stand up for a picture.
Deja Neve Davis Pasrana.
I can't smile. This one? Let me get that. Yeah, girl.
Cesar Maximus De La Tour.
Congratulations.
Hannah Marie Beal. Christopher Sean Delaney, Jr.
Congratulations, buddy. Family, congratulations to you.
Courtney Marie Demarest.
JMU, right? Right. JMU.
Devin Alexandria Devaney.
Congratulations, Devin. Congratulations. Okay?
Pause for a picture for your family.
Jacob Johan Debris.
Congratulations.
Trent Michael Devlin. Nicholas A. DiDomenico.
All right, Nick. Shame you didn't make it up on that wall, but it's okay. You guys were close.
Kimberly Vanessa Dominguez Mangana. Connor Thomas Donahue.
All right, Connor.
Kayla Rose Doherty. Jacqueline Suzanne Dye.
All right, Jackie. Congratulations.
Gabriel Augustus Agano.
Congratulations, buddy.
Kaya Nicole Edwards. Brianna Marie Eisenman.
Go right down this way. Right down this way. All right. Good luck, okay? Do good things.
Robert James Elliott. Zied Amro Elsaba.
All right, Chad. Congratulations. Good luck, okay? Congratulations.
Jeff Anthony Angles Jr.
All right.
Jamie Rose Eric.
All right, Jamie.
Yeah, James.
Congratulations.
Way to go, girl.
Good job.
Sean Peter Hunter Irvin.
Allie Corinne Udemoser.
Messiah Rochelle
Evan.
Stay in touch with me, okay?
I will.
Isabel and Falguera.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Stop. I need a few walking.
Nicholas Joseph Fay.
Yeah, Nick. You say you made it. Very proud of you.
Go right down this ramp. Right to your family. Stop for a photo.
Very proud of you.
Anna Grace Fazio.
Good luck, okay?
Also, your family can take pictures.
Samantha Joy Ferrante.
Thank you.
Good job, all right? Good luck. Good luck to you.
Ryan Daniel Vesta.
All right, Ryan.
Josh Solomon Etcher.
There you go. I like that smile, Josh. Congratulations, Josh. Thank you. Great. Okay, straight ahead.
Sheila Elizabeth Fisher.
Last one.
Thanks for everything. Thank you. Go slow so your family can take pictures.
Zachary Alexander Fitzgerald.
Congratulations, buddy. Family, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Andrew Michael Flagler.
Thank you.
Melanie Rachel Flexner.
Pause on the ramp so your family can take pictures. That's right.
Christian Ernesto Flores Jr. Kevin
smile, man. Big
Flores
smile.
Morales. Logan Frederick Lynn.
Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations. Go Huskies. Good luck there.
All right. Made it.
Asia Monet Ford. Mia Luisa Farino.
All right, now. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mark Anthony Foster Jr.
Mark.
Take it easy, all right? Good luck, good luck, good luck.
Aaron Sue Fromm.
Congratulations.
Ava Rose Fuchs. Shane Joseph Gallagher.
Joseph Anthony Gambino IV. Paulo John Garcia. Dylan Nicholas Gert.
All right, Dylan. Great job. Great job.
Caitlin Mary Giandomenico.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Julia M. Gibbons. Alexis Joy Gill.
Yes, girl! Pause! Yes!
Damian Alexander Gonzalez.
All right, Damon, congratulations.
Damien! Did it!
Nicole Grauman. Christopher John Greer Jr.
CJ!
Grace Ann Elizabeth Griffiths.
Annie Grace Griffith. Haley Elizabeth Wynn.
Good things, okay?
Rosa Vilma Guzman Ortega.
Go right down the pin. Right to your family.
Kiara Guzman. Michael Walter Haggerty Jr.
All right, Mike. Family, congratulations to you.
Paige Madison Halfpenny.
All right, Paige. Congratulations, kiddo. Congratulations. Good job. You're right down that center.
And Alicia Marie Hall. Tahir Evan Hall Alexander.
All right, you're here.
Congratulations.
Lily Hannah Hollowell. Dalton Reese Austin.
Julia Christine Hardesty.
Julia, congratulations.
Good luck. Congratulations. Yeah, Julia.
Matthew Edward Harmon.
All right, Maddie. Keep my eye on you. All right?
Javier Daryl Kyle Harris.
Congratulations. Pause so your family can take pics.
John William Hartmeyer.
All right, Johnny, good job, buddy.
Good job. Congratulations.
How's it going, buddy? You go right down there. Right there. Pose for a few pictures from your family.
Jillian Nicole Hatfield. Jarrett Riley Helmling. Kyle John Higgins.
All right, Kyle.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Family again, congrats.
Alexander Fitzgerald Hurst.
That's supposed to look straight. Congratulations. Thank you. Great job, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate it. The things that you did during the quarantine were funny to watch. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, do good things.
Olivia Lauren Hurt.
Congratulations, Olivia.
Shane Patrick Holden.
All right, Shane.
Lewis Albert Hollish IV.
Congratulations. Well done. Well done. Good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
Do good things.
Kristen Michael Howe.
Great job, Kristen. You can come on up to me. All right, Kristen. Great job.
Anytime.
Karis Ann Hudson.
Perfect.
Nicole Rose Perkin. Cameron Allison Hughes.
Congratulations.
Good job. Good luck.
Troy William Humphreys.
All right, Troy. Hey.
Congratulations.
Good job, buddy. Good job. Good luck to you. Family, congratulations.
Anthony Biagio Imperato. Stefano Isabella.
Congratulations, buddy. Well done. Congratulations. All right. Good luck to you. Okay? All right? Thank you.
Sean Matthew Deskey.
Thank you.
Great job, Sean. Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations. Good luck to you. Excellent. Good luck. Good luck.
Luke Bayron Jeffries.
All right, Luke. Congratulations. Outstanding. Well done. That's your family, okay? Congratulations. Good luck to you.
Matthew Frederick German.
All right. Congratulations.
Kayla Wenchi G. Zachary Thomas Joachim.
All right, Zach. Great job, buddy. Good luck to you.
Samantha Nicole Johnson.
All right, Sammy. Congratulations, Sam. Good job, kid. Proud of you. Good luck to you. Good luck, okay?
Wait, I didn't get you with me.
Savion Sincere Vernell Jones. Alex Ryan Juarez.
Well done, brother. Well done. Good luck to you, okay? You too. Good luck.
Esther Ji-hee Jung.
Congratulations, buddy. Great job. Great job. Congratulations. Good luck to you. All right? Absolutely. Good luck.
Jason Richard Herminian.
Good luck to you. Thank you. Good luck to you.
Hannah Lee Palmeyer.
Great job. Congratulations. Best of luck to you. Great. Come on, here. You go right down here. Congratulations.
Mia Colleen Hammersgard.
Congratulations, Leo. Good job, kiddo. Best of luck to you.
Jaden Emma Pang.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Good luck to you.
Beckett Otto Caro.
Congratulations.
Scott David Catherine.
Best of luck to you. Good luck to you. Penn State? Yep. All right. Good luck.
Janine Aileen Katona.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Best of luck to you.
Sky Keller.
Allison Mary Kelly.
All right, congratulations. Great job. Congratulations. Congratulations, kid.
Cassidy Marie Kelly.
Congratulations to you.
John William Kemble IV.
Congratulations, John. Good luck to you.
Sydney Nicole Kemp.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Sydney. Good thing. Congratulations.
I will. Thank you.
Lauren Elizabeth Kent.
Congratulations, Lauren. Congratulations. Good luck to you.
Pause on the ramp for a second for pictures.
There you go.
Kira Alyssa Kaiser.
All right, congratulations, Kira. Congratulations. Good luck to you.
Anastasia Konukov.
Ha-Un Kim.
Yi-Young Kim. William Blake King.
Congratulations, man.
Destiny Kayleen Pinkhiner.
Great accomplishment. Congratulations. Good luck. Congratulations, family.
Liam Thomas Kerwin.
Way to go, Liam!
Congratulations. Good luck to you. Congratulations, family.
Rebecca Ann Klein.
All right, Rebecca. Congratulations, kiddo.
Good job, girl!
Congratulations. Great job. Good luck to you.
Way to go, Becca!
Good luck.
Lars Nicholas Knudsen. Jane Elizabeth Kobolinski.
Congratulations, kiddo. Congratulations. Take a photo. There you go.
Caitlin Marie Koch.
Thank you.
Congratulations, kiddo. Congratulations. Good luck to you.
Alan Christopher Komarov.
Congratulations. Good luck to you. Good work, Alan. Finally.
Evelyn Sarah Kostick.
All right, congratulations, Evie. Good luck to you.
Madison Marie Crank.
Congratulations. Here you go, Mary. Best of luck to you. Good luck to you, okay? All right, congratulations.
Ram Vanu Krishamworthy.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Good job!
Good luck. Go down that ramp and join your family. Stop, take a picture.
Rebecca Catherine Lang.
Congratulations. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Audrey Claire Lane.
Look up! Congratulations!
Thank you.
Good job. Stop and let your family take a picture.
Caitlin Faith Lapat.
Congratulations. You're going to go right down that ramp, right to your family, okay? Congratulations.
Sophia Rose Laraca.
Congratulations. Sophia, congratulations, kid. Best of luck to you. Good luck.
Jalen Gerald Lassiter.
Congratulations, man. Awesome job. Congratulations. Good job, man. Good luck, all right? Thanks. Good luck in your future.
You can pose on that ramp for a picture. Stop there.
Andrew John Mustoka.
Thank you. Good luck. Thank you. Good luck. Stop.
Shelby Clarice Lachlan.
Congratulations, family.
Julianne and Young Lee.
Congratulations, Julian.
Congratulations. Good job.
Maxwell Scott Labofsky.
Congratulations.
Alyssa Sajin Lee.
Good job.
We are.
Dong Ju Lee. Hannah Park Lee.
Hannah, congratulations. Good job. Good luck to you.
Mark Jin Lee.
Congratulations. Great job, buddy. Good luck to you, okay? Good luck.
Audrey Schumann Liebfried.
Audrey!
Kyle David Leaphead.
Congratulations. Good luck to you. Good luck, man.
Amanda Marie Leopold.
Congratulations. Good luck to you. Down that ramp. Good luck. Congratulations, family.
Joseph Michael Lapowski III.
Good luck to you. All right? Go right down to your family, right down that ramp.
Elijah Adrian Leroy.
Right down that ramp, take a picture for your family. All right. Yeah.
Lindsay Skylar Latowski.
Brianna Amber Levin.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Bree.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Jacob Matthew Lewis.
Good job, buddy.
Jacob, great job, buddy.
Good job, Jacob.
Take this and then come with me. You're going to go right down that ramp to your family. All right? Jacob, congratulations, buddy. Congratulations.
Matthew Evan Lieberman. Anthony Leonard Leott III.
Thank you. Anthony, congratulations. Good luck to you, okay?
Gabrielle Grace Leott.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Liat.
Najee Frazier Logan.
Big things, okay? Gotcha. Big things.
John William Long, Jr.
John, great job, buddy.
Pose for a picture for your family.
Oh,
Kyle Patrick Long.
Kyle, congratulations, man. Good job.
Congratulations. Pose on the ramp so your family can get a picture. Pose.
Sorrel Mackenzie Long.
All right, Terrell. Congratulations. Great job. Good luck, man.
Thank you. Pose for a picture.
Tyler Russell Long.
Yeah, Ty!
Pose for a picture for your family.
Lucas Mark Lasciavo.
Pose for a picture for your family.
Michael Stephen Lochran. Alexia Lynn Lawandi.
Congratulations.
May Gia Liu.
Great, congratulations. Very proud of you. Good luck to you, okay? You can go right down that ramp. There you go.
Stay there.
Pose for a picture for your family.
Eric No Luna Hernandez.
Congratulations, buddy. Go right down that ramp to your family.
Pose for your family.
Aaliyah Michelle Lundy.
Congratulations, Alea. Job well done. Good luck to you, okay?
Congratulations.
Anthony Edward Lyons Jr.
Anthony, congratulations, buddy. Congratulations to you, okay? Good luck, all right?
Hunter Robert Madison.
Congratulations, Hunter. Great things.
Stop on the ramp for a picture for your family.
Slow down for your family. Pose.
Matthew Brian Maldonado.
Congratulations, buddy.
Jonathan David Mallender.
Congratulations.
Good luck to you.
Slow down so your family can take a picture.
Rounders, congratulations.
Braden Christopher Mallon. Stephen William Mandia. Adam Ziad Nampa. Ava Nicole Marsden.
want to go down right there.
Rebecca Lynn Martindale.
Congratulations, kid.
Way to go, Becca.
John Hunter Marvin. Gabriel Martin Mason.
Hey, Gabe. Woo-hoo. Woo! Make some noise. Yeah.
Gabe, congratulations.
Nice job. Way to go.
Isabella Grace Matten. Brendan Thomas McAleer.
All right, B.
Woohoo! Congratulations. Good luck.
Joseph Cyril McAllister Jr.
Brielle Taylor McBride.
The cheer section. Yeah. Nice. Real congratulations.
Brady Michael McCormick. Tyler John McElrath. Elizabeth Ann McGahee. Sheila Eileen McGreevy.
There you go. It looks so natural, too. Congratulations, kid.
Dalton Patrick McGordy. Heather Paige McHugh.
Great job, Heather. Congratulations. Woohoo!
Naya Elizabeth McIntyre. Madison Lee McKenzie. McKaylee Alyssa Mednick.
There you go. All right, McKaylee.
Michelle Teresa Mayrick. Zachary Philip Mignona. Data Marie Mills. Brandon John Mitchell.
Congratulations, family.
Connor William Mooney. Maximus Gabriel Moore. Paige Elizabeth Mullen.
All right, Paige. Congratulations, family.
Sean Patrick Mullen. Judge William Merwin.
Judge, congratulations, buddy. Family, congratulations to you.
John Ryan
I'll give you a
Nealon.
little elbow later, all right?
Sure thing.
Alyssa Renee Neville Crossan.
Family, congratulations.
Julia Marie Nieborg.
All right, Julia.
Caitlin Taomi Wynn.
All right, Caitlin. Good luck, okay?
Christina Rose Nobile.
All right, Christina.
Regina Ann Nobile. Jillian Ann Noble.
All right, Jillian.
Sarah Chidinma Memorial. Ryan Christopher O'Donnell. Kevin Kang Ong.
Kevin, great job, buddy.
Isaac June Ortiz.
Ryan Thomas Owen. Joshua Lullachin Palico. Juliana Marie Papero. Jay Kamlesh Patel.
All right, Jay.
Great job. Woohoo! Way to go, Jay!
Chris
Like those
P.
shoes, Chris.
L.
Thank you. Good, man. Good. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Chris. Woohoo! Way to go!
Robert Thomas Pearsall.
Thank you for your service. Woohoo! Way to go! Bobby!
Crystal Francisca Perkins.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Olivia Catherine Pizza.
Congratulations. Good luck, Liv. Woo! Valedictorian.
Cheyenne Summer Pippin. Samantha Sarah Pittman.
Sammy girl.
All right, sweetheart.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Sammy. Good luck.
Laces Adrian Plaza Almeda.
Sarah Heather Pulisic.
Congratulations, Sarah. Good job. Good luck. Woohoo! Way to go, Sarah.
Seth Jacob Pulisic.
Congratulations, Sarah. Woohoo! Way to go.
Curtis Raymond Post.
Congratulations. Good luck. Great job. Woohoo!
Eugenia Vladimirovna Kostevka.
Woohoo! Good luck. Congratulations.
Christopher Lewis Primus.
Congratulations, Chris. Good luck.
Michael Jacob Crew.
All right, Mike.
Woo! You too. Good luck, Mike. Congratulations. Woo! Yeah, take a...
Revati Aniruddha Railcar.
right, we're ready. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Good luck. Congratulations.
Luke Edward Bronson. Gretchen Marie Reese.
Crazy. Wrap it up.
Job, guys.
Matthew Stephen Reichling.
Christian Kennedy Riley.
Christian, congratulations, brother. Congratulations. The sales, right? Yep. Congratulations, brother.
Lindsay K. Rich.
Lindsay, congratulations, kid. Walk down the ramp, smile for your family.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Will Robert Riemenschneider.
Good job.
Hey, I'm looking out for you, Tampa, buddy.
Mason Robert Rio.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, mate.
Congratulations.
Joshua Alexander Reardon.
Josh, congratulations, brother.
There you go. Woohoo!
Gina K. Rios.
Congratulations, Gina.
Woohoo! Great job. Good luck.
Emily Mercedes Rivera.
Congratulations, Emily. Woohoo!
Good luck to you. Good luck.
Christian Connor Ravello.
Christian, congratulations, brother.
Kyle William Rivkin.
Kyle, congratulations.
Way to go. Woohoo! Good luck, Kyle.
Lindsay Ann Robinson.
Emma Grace Rosing.
Emma, congratulations, brother. Family, congratulations.
Charlotte Elise Roper.
Congratulations, brother. Good luck, good luck, good luck.
Love the shoes, too. Bling, bling.
Kira Marie Roper.
Congratulations, kid.
Congratulations.
Good luck, good luck.
Kyle Razor Rudolph. Cameron Rose Ryan.
All right, Cam.
Selvin Ronaldo Sanchez Garcia.
All right. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Good job. Congratulations.
Vincent Andrew Santa Croce.
A lot of hardware there, Vince. Congratulations, buddy.
Nathan Anthony Santiago. Janice Michaela Jean Salisbury.
All right, Denise.
Benjamin David Schlosser.
Megan Alyssa Schmidt. Mary Grace Schreidel.
Congratulations.
Brian Morris Schultz Jr.
All right, Brian.
Colton Davis Shoemaker.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
William Andrew Scherer.
Congratulations. Well, congratulations, buddy. Good luck to you, buddy. Next, Navy?
Emily Rose Schwartz. Sarah Lynn Shuba. Emily Elizabeth Scott.
Congratulations. I am.
Sarah Noel Scott.
Congratulations.
Mary Kate Lane Scully.
All right, Mary Kate.
Erica Samantha Selsley. Johinthrian Sylvanadan. Jason Ryan Sergio.
Jason, congratulations.
Colin Michael Shaw.
Colin, congratulations, man. Hey, Colin. There we go.
Matthew Allen Shear.
Where's the music?
Get back there. Get a picture.
Lauren Elizabeth Shelton.
Congratulations. Lauren, congratulations. Great job. Great job.
Hold it high. Hold it high.
Nicole Rose Sherwood.
Congratulations. All right, go. Kyle, you get back down the ramp. Right to the family.
Joy Yunhee Sim.
All right. Woo! Good joy.
Soleil Andy Splenkar.
Gian David Slowick.
Congratulations. Great job. Come on up this way. Right here.
Alize Giselle Smith.
All right. Congratulations, Alize.
Kadeo Skylar Smith.
I'll see you, buddy. Family, congratulations.
Cooper Daniel Smith.
All right. See you in a couple weeks, right?
Marcus Alexander Susi.
I wish they right down that ramp and join your family.
Matthew Eric Spector. Angelina Lilian Spezio. Haley Marie Steinmetz. Rachel Lynn Stelzer.
Congratulations. Great, congratulations. Good job. Congratulations.
Liam Douglas Stoddard.
Nicholas Alexander Swan.
All right, Nick.
Anthony Joseph Tamburino. Aaron Tamya Taylor.
Congratulations.
John Henry Thomas.
Good luck. Great job.
Hera Marie Thomas.
Congratulations, kid. Great job.
Audrey Charlotte Thompson. Rebecca Arlene Thompson.
Yeah, Becca!
Samuel Richard Thornton. Eric William Thron.
Congratulations.
Tyler Austin Tinsley. Peyton Ava Toll.
Great job. Great job.
Owen Richard Tompkins.
Congratulations. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Give me a little over. All right? There you go. Good luck to you, buddy. Thank you. Family?
Samantha Peyton Topkis.
All right, Sammy. Congratulations.
Madeline Elizabeth Paparowski. Maria Estefani Torres Bonifacio. Colin Austin Travis.
Family, congratulations.
Jackson Lane Tresky. Sandy Trin.
All right, Sandy.
Danielle Elizabeth Tyron.
All right, Danielle.
Grady John Shorn. Elise Jordana Tucker.
Family, congratulations to you.
Trent Xavier Tyson.
All right, Trent.
Joshua George Urbany. Yarlise Valentine Ortiz. Joao Lucas Vargas de Souza. Brian Omar Vasquez Miranda.
Congratulations. Congratulations, guys.
Kelly Anastasia Baseman.
All right, Cal. Yay, Kelly. Kelly, look here.
Abigail Rose Vitrini.
All right, Abigail.
Laura Elizabeth Vetrini. Eric Weston Wahlberg.
You can go right down this way. Right to your family.
Elizabeth Marie Wofford.
All right, congratulations. Buddy.
Lucas Aaron Walker. Julia Marie Warden.
Congratulations. Good luck to you.
Natalie Ann Wass. Haley Bree Watson.
All right. Yeah, Haley.
Raquel Elise Westcott.
Good things. Hampton, right? Good things. Right? All right.
Brianna Marie Wesolowski. Taylor Noel Wesolowski. Lily Ray Weston.
All right, Lily. Lily.
Camille De Jesus Wild. Samantha Rose Willard. Brittany K. Williams. Heather Nicole Williams. Matthew Allen Williams.
All right, Matt.
Paige Autumn Williams. Christopher Thomas Wilson.
All right, Benny.
Elizabeth Ann Wilson. Taylor Lorraine Wilson. Alexandra Ann Ray.
Katrina Kelly Wu.
Matthew Wu.
Great job, Matt.
Grace Elizabeth Williman.
All right, great.
Bethany Jordan Yagoda. Jessica Elizabeth Young. Anthony Nicholas Zanini. Nicole Elizabeth Zitnikov.
All right, Nicole.
Thank you.
Hatboro-Horsham High School students and families. Before we get too deep into this last portion of our ceremony, just think. Some people complained last year when we had to bring graduation indoors due to weather. It's funny how certain situations force you to change your perspective and focus on what's really important. Parents, I know you were looking forward to tonight in a large group stadium setting to celebrate our graduates and, more importantly, to probably get a break from your high school senior who's been driving you absolutely nuts since March 13th. It may not be the exact venue you hoped for, but it's an extraordinary day nonetheless. Class of 2020, here we are. A 13-year journey has ended, and you sit here now waiting for the opportunity to be called graduates, but it just feels different. First, it's surreal and exciting to be here in front of you tonight. It's surreal from the standpoint that it's a little bizarre to be delivering a graduation speech on stage here in an empty stadium without hundreds of you in front of me and your families cheering you on and celebrating in the background. However, it's exciting from the standpoint that despite the unfortunate circumstances, we came up with a plan to actually see you walk across the stage in person and get your diploma, an experience that other local graduates unfortunately won't have. But we've still preserved the tradition of Hatters who came before you. Seniors, take a deep breath. Take a moment and think about the people you know in this class and consider the great times that you've had. Some of those memorable moments began in elementary school, while others were created by walking the same halls for the last 4 years. Now, realize that after all the parties are over and the excitement surrounding graduation has ended, those relationships will never be the same. Your next move after tonight will look different than anything you've ever experienced. But with each move, know that you can and will handle it all because of how you've been taught. I'm a firm believer that quotes, lyrics, and specific phrases have a way of capturing a significant moment, mood, or a way to perceive a situation that you might find yourself in. They have a way of motivating you in a few short sentences, while at the same time making you reevaluate some of the things you believe or view to be important. So as I deliver this speech, you'll hear several quotes, lyrics, and phrases that I think speak directly to this class and what you've been through. Approximately 3.2 million students across the country are graduating in the class of 2020, and each one of them has been given a raw deal. You've missed out on many things that make your senior year special. Over the years, I've constantly used the phrase, make it a great day or not, followed by, the choice is yours. That isn't just a phrase that gets said over morning announcements. It is indeed a way to approach life. No matter what happens, only you can control how you approach the day. That sentiment has definitely been tested over the last 2.5 months. Missing your prom, the 10th anniversary of the post-prom, your senior bash, and opportunities to see your favorite teachers for the last time was all taken away. All of us have been sad, disappointed, frustrated, and dare I say, pissed off with how things have ended. It's been tough to make each day a great one. I know that it's been increasingly difficult while sitting at home to see the sunshine when every day feels dreary. It's understandable, and those feelings are normal. But now I challenge you. I challenge you to think about how you will grow from this. What has this unfortunate situation taught you? What will you teach someone else? And how will you continue to grow in the face of disappointment? So the theme that I've selected for my last conversation with the class of 2020 is, so now what? Students, life isn't about how well you've mapped out Plan A. Adults in the audience, including your parents, and those wiser than you will tell you that frequently Plan A doesn't happen the way that you imagine. That certainly doesn't mean that it won't, but most times life will take you through twists and turns to get to Plan A. So you must recognize the importance of having a Plan B, Plan C, and sometimes even D and E. Your ability to be fluid and regroup in the face of tragedy and frustration will determine whether you can be successful. How will you recover from a setback? How will you regroup after disappointment? How will you respond when at first you don't succeed? So, now what? Daniel Loeb, a well-known American investor, once stated, "The only thing I know is that from chaos comes opportunity." You may not see it now, but through this chaos, you have an opportunity. An opportunity to show the world that this setback doesn't define you. You've missed out on a lot, and a lot has been taken away from you. But it only hurts because you care. There are many here tonight that unfortunately could care less. But if when we shut down back on March 12th, and you knew the extent of that shutdown, if you hurt at all, you hurt because you cared. You care about your school. You care about the activities that we have. You care about those school colors. You care about the experiences that you've had, and you care about the impact that this little place on Horsham Road has had on you. Because of that, you will be better, and you will be stronger. So, now what? In a global pandemic, a time where we've all learned the value of toilet paper and hand sanitizer on the black market, we often focus on all of the things that have been taken away. But take a moment and think about all of the things you gained that you never truly appreciated. The time you got to spend with family, which we usually take for granted. The impact that small actions of gratitude and service has had on a struggling community. Consider the ways that you as a person have grown. I know the things you've lost, and I hurt for you. But I choose to focus on the things that you made all of us realize. And while you may not get it yet, this experience forced you to grow. Think about the structure of a building. Consider how hard it is to tear down a building. Why? Because of the bricks and the mortar that hold the structure together. In this crisis, you pulled together instead of pulling apart. You became the backbone of this community, and the community rallied around the class of 2020. There's an old African proverb that states, when the roots are deep, there is no need to fear the wind. Guys, you reinstilled a sense of Hatter pride in our community that was always there, but maybe needed to be jump-started and rejuvenated. In the midst of chaos, you demonstrated what it meant to truly be Hatter strong. So, now what? Think about high school and the experiences you've had. The highs, the lows, the successes and the failures, unexpected victories and devastating defeats. And I don't just mean the black team in this year's annual Red and Black competition. Reminisce about the relationships that have blossomed over 4 years. But never forget the relationships that didn't work out or the ones that caused you great pain. There are times when you felt misunderstood, like you didn't fit in, or felt like you weren't a fit for HH. We've often used the lyrics of You Will Be Found from the hit Broadway musical Dear Evan Hansen. One of the lyrics states, have you ever felt like you could disappear, like you could fall and no one would hear? Many of us have felt that way for a number of reasons. But one of the things I really need you to internalize is that your job moving forward in life isn't just about encouraging people to be found, it's about making sure that you do everything in your power to ensure that people are never lost in the first place. Get to know people personally, whenever possible. Understand their plight, smile at someone, say hello, accept the diversity you encounter, and whenever possible, make people feel wanted, appreciated, and understood. Author Leo Buscaglia once said, too often we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, a compliment. All of those things have the potential to turn life around. Many of those traits are lacking in this country, and it's evident. But once we can make those part of our daily practice, we can ensure that we are truly making a difference and doing our best to help our brothers and sisters from being lost. So, now what? As a graduating class, you've experienced loss. Some have stood strong during the divorce of parents, while others have struggled through the unfortunate passing of family members and close friends. Some even lost family members during this horrific COVID-19 pandemic. My heart goes out to you, and my thoughts and prayers are with your family. These are painful memories, but I promise you, life will get better. It may take more time than you expect or hope, but it will improve. Whoever you lost is looking down right now and is smiling with what you've been able to accomplish. Former law professor from California named Michael Josephson once said, take pride in how far you've come. Have faith in how far you can go, but don't ever forget the journey. 2020, this has certainly been a journey, and the last few miles of your journey have been riddled with unexpected speed bumps and detours. But tonight, you are here on what is the biggest accomplishment of your life thus far. Moving forward, there will be doubters, there will be haters, and please believe that people will criticize you, and it will hurt. I'm a big college football fan, and some of that, my advice to you is best summed up with this quote by Clemson University head football coach Dabo Sweeney. He says, don't worry about criticism that may come from people that you wouldn't even seek advice from. Those words are important, and don't ever forget them. I challenge all of you to be self-reflective and make improvements when you need to. Listen to advice from people you trust and love, but don't let those who seek to tear you down take you off course to do so with your permission. Class of 2020, you have everything you need to be successful and to set this world on fire with your academic accomplishments, creative minds, musical talents, social skills, and abilities. The question I posed some 5 minutes ago, so now what, has actually already been answered. You've been preparing your answer to that question for the last 4 years. You just didn't realize it. By now, you know me well, And you know that I don't ask much of you. But when I do ask for something, I expect it to get done. So here's my final ask from you as your building principal. I need 3 very simple things. Number 1, tonight, wherever you're watching this, you grab someone and tell them thank you. You hug them. You tell them you love them. And you let them know that you couldn't have done this without them. Believe me, they know it, but it means something special to hear you say it. Number 2, as soon as you can, contact a teacher, a counselor, an administrator, coach, custodian, security guard, cafeteria worker, whoever made a difference, you contact them and you let them know that. We often walk away without letting people know the impact that they really had on us. And number 3, moving forward from tonight, I want you to make every effort to take your highs, your lows, your accomplishments, and your disappointments, and you allow them to drive you towards bigger and better things. You take all of the positives that you learned here and you share those with others. Never give up. You continue to want more, and don't ever forget where you came from. That's 899 Horsham Road, home of the Hatters and home of the class of 2020. Class of 2020, take what you've learned here and make something of yourselves. You were made to succeed, and more importantly, you were taught to be resilient when your success may take longer than you hope. Ladies and gentlemen, you may not believe me, and if not, I can show this speech to you, or you can rewind it and count yourself. But this graduation address was created using 2020 words. 2020. Graduates, as someone who watched you grow over the last 4 years, I couldn't be happier for you or prouder of you. No class has overcome what you've overcome. I am blessed to have had the opportunity to be your principal. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of both the Hatboro and Horsham communities, it is my honor and privilege as the principal here at Hatboro-Horsham High School to present to you the 2020 graduating class from Hatboro-Horsham High School. Good luck, guys. Talk to you soon.